Shirabach up Wailia, oh, Shirabach up Wailia, oh, Shirabach up Wailia, Nist and Chuck and Chain Wig, oh, Shirabach up Wailia, oh, Shirabach up Wailia. Oh, top of the morning, dear laddie. Fine weather we're having today, isn't it? Fine weather for drying clothes, I'd say. So what can I do you for today? Am I a what now? Am I a leprechaun? Well, haven't you got a good pair of eyes on you? Aye, I do indeed be a leprechaun. I can see why you think that. But no, you're not going crazy or anything, lad. I'm as real as the nose in your face. How can that be real? Well, even the most crazy of stories can be based on some sort of truth. You know what? I'm rather surprised. I would have thought that the mere sight of me would be trying to catch me. And do what, you may ask? Do you really not know how legends go? Well, in old human legend, they claim that if you catch a leprechaun, he has to take you to a spot of gold. You never heard of that? You have heard of it. But you have no use for gold. Are you sure about that? Ah, you don't really care about yourself in that way, do you? I thought as much. That's why I even made it so that you were lost here in the first place. Oh, did I say something I wasn't meant to? I did say that, didn't I? Don't worry, you're not actually lost. I knew where you were all the time. Well, let's just say it wasn't exactly random chance that we met each other. I've been keeping something of an eye on you for a while now. And why would I be doing that? Well, you're something special, lad. You just don't know it yet. Well, it started a while back when you found that one four-leaf clover. You could have picked it and just kept it as a souvenir or something, but what you decided to do, it touched my heart very deeply. You decided that what you were going to do was you were going to plant a garden around it. Just a random garden in the middle of the forest. You didn't think it much. A couple of Easter lilies and bog rosemary. But it meant a lot more than you think it did. It shows that you care. That you care about more than just yourself. And so I got interested. Started following you around a little bit. What now? A stalker? No, of course not. Wasn't stalking us, just trying to get to know you a little more. Yonder? What the fuck is a yonder? Oh, but Jesus, no. No, nothing like that, lad. I don't want to hurt you or anyone around you. Just wanted to know what you're like in your day-to-day life is all. And I have to say, you didn't disappoint. You're always so kind and caring and generous to other people. Sometimes it's the small things, sometimes it's big. But just simply holding the door open for someone. Offering someone some money if they need help or something. Didn't have to be great big gestures, but every once in a while you did just a little bit of something for someone. And it means a lot more than you think it does in today's world. So, I thought, what I'd do for you, today on St. Paddy's Day of all days, is that I would give back a little bit of something that you've been given to other people. Now, you know how I said about pots of gold in human legends? Well, leprechauns don't actually have pots of gold. We don't trust in gold like humans do. Where exactly would we spend it? But instead, we trust in magic. And that is exactly what I'm going to give you. Just a little bit of magic to help you in times of need. You won't exactly be able to cast any magic, but I can give you some blessings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a blessing of wealth. It's not going to be a very big thing. You're not exactly going to win the lottery in the next week or so. But you might find some extra money lying around the house somewhere that you didn't know you had, or pick something off of the streets. Or you might receive a random promotion you didn't expect. Maybe even a family heirloom that's suddenly worth a lot of money. It might be small, it might be large, but every once in a while you might find just something happens to you that means you have a little bit more wealth to you than you were expecting to get. This is how leprechaun magic works. Might be small, might be big, but it's always when you least expect it, but when you most need it. But I'm also going to give you a second blessing. I'm going to give you the blessing of luck. Ah, you got the nail right on the head there, lad. Look at the Irish, as they say. Again, you might not find you win the lottery, or you might not survive every near-death experience you have. But every time that you weren't looking at the road, but looking at your phone instead, you just happen to catch a glimpse of a car in the corner of your eye. Or maybe you'll find something someone was missing and be able to do something good for them. Maybe you didn't study for a test, but you end up getting a passing grade. You don't know how this magic's going to work, but again, it'll always work when you most need it, but when you least expect it to. You're a great yoke. Never let anyone tell you different. Now, hold still just a moment, lad, and let me give you these blessings. And there we go. Aye, you're very welcome, lad. 'Tis me own pleasure. As I always say, what goes around comes around. You do good for someone else, good will always come back to you. Now, you get back out there and find your way home. Don't worry, you'll know the way home. Maybe one day we'll cross paths again. And maybe you'll be able to show me the kind of difference you've made in this world. It's people like you that give me hope for the human race. Oh, and one more thing before you go. Give the old blindy stone a kiss from me. You might find it worth your while. What do I mean by that? Ah, now that would be telling. To be sure, to be sure. You be taking care of yourself now, lad, you hear?